Mm-hmm.
What else can we expect from the game, like play-wise, like multiplayer, single player?
Yeah, I mean, I can't go into too much detail right now since we wanted to just have a little bit of a teaser out there. But I can tell you, traditionally we make shooters, and shooting it's in there, but it's really not what the game's all about. It's really a game that is more about survival than anything else.
Um, I know this is probably going to be hard for you to answer, but I was a little upset to see that Carlos wasn't nominated this year for Best
Yeah,
Male because, I mean, and if I spoil it for any of you guys, too bad. His death scene in Gears 3, I mean, it still makes me weep.
thank you,
Totally. So,
thank you.
how does it make you feel to know that, everybody's giving these accolades, but then they're not really looking at the people that, also lend their body and soul to these games?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the voice actors are represented here. I mean, John DiMaggio, who plays Marcus, is here. Claudia Black, who's Sam in Gears, as well as Chloe in Uncharted. Nolan North, who's in every single video game known to man, is here. And it's one of those things that, Carlos, I mean, if he could show up, he would, right? He goes to all these events, but I'm extraordinarily proud of the performance he turned in. And judging by the reading of the YouTube comments on that death scene, it clearly has had a significant impact. So I would just hope in the future we'd keep celebrating the talent. Okay. Yes.
Any thoughts on Eurogamer after they also gave Uncharted 3 an 8 out of 10?
That became a really weird controversy, whereas I was at a press junket and I made a joke about Eurogamer giving Gears an 8, and my feeling was that Gears 3 is clearly better than Gears 2, and the fact that they gave Gears 2 a 9 and then Gears 3 an 8. But you know what? Journalists are journalists. They're more than entitled to review the game as long as they're honest and they say it from their gut. What can you do? It is what it is.
And is Fortnite, is this going to be a console disc game or is it going to be a DLC?
We haven't announced what it's going to be yet. We're still figuring that out. It was a project that was pitched internally several months ago that came together lightning fast as something that seems like a no-brainer to build, and we're still figuring out what to do with the lightning we have in a bottle.
What's the future for the Gears franchise? Is it just going to take a rest for a while, or do you guys
Well,
have to pick it up?
we have Rom's Shadow, which is the DLC dropping, I believe, December 13th, which is a really meaty, solid campaign, a good 3.5 hours. And then, the future, who knows? I mean, we could be faced with a console transition at some point, and we would certainly love to make more experiences in the Gears universe. If we get around to it, I want to make sure we switch it up sufficiently so it still feels like Gears DNA, but it feels fresh and new.
Gears of War, the movie?
It's still in a little bit of a movie development limbo right now, but hopefully with the success of 3, we'll see it kind of poke back up.
So you guys showed off Fortnite. One thing I've been hearing from fans is when are we going to see a new Unreal Tournament from you guys?
If I will tell you right now, if you could magically double Epic's team temporarily and just build another game like that, I'd love to do it. I mean, I've had all sorts of crazy ideas. Like, I think it'd be amazing to reboot the original Unreal with kind of a Fallout Skyrim vibe, where it's more about exploration than it is about action and more RPG elements. But we're a slave to our success with games like Gears and Infinity Blade, and thankfully we're able to craft a new IP with something like Fortnite now.
Can you give us a small teaser of the voice talent that's in Fortnite, or is that still in
That's still it hasn't even been cast yet. So. You like voice actors, don't you? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
You know, you're pretty active on social networks, and it seems like you're pretty close with like a head guru.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember I was talking to him about there was a lot of rumors going around that possibly one of the Gears characters was trying to make his way into
Yeah, we had talked about it before they shipped, but ultimately it proved that it wasn't going to happen. And so we had talked about it for DLC, but honestly, we just haven't picked up that email chain. And I mean, I grew up with Mortal Kombat. I absolutely love it. And I'm in a position where so many of the talented people I grew up with, as far as Ice-T and Ed and all of these amazing video game designers are now my peers, which is just straight up weird.
what kind of fatalities did you get? Who would you say would be your favorite character?
I'd love to see Clayton Carmine. Yeah, with the voice, because he just, his character with the giant bulging muscles and the squeaky voice is such a great contrast.
What would you say his fatalities would be like?
Oh, he'd do the curb stomp, right? He would do the face punch until the head explodes. I mean, we have executions, so they translate naturally, right?
Now that Mass Effect has ported to the PS3, the Gears of War, could we ever see the franchise?
I mean, technically it's capable. It's technically capable, but we have a good deal with Microsoft, so that's the home of Gears for the foreseeable future.
Sony gave you a better deal.
I mean, the business is business, man. Right. But I mean, we could speculate about anything, like what if, streaming online services decided they wanted to make a great deal with us, then Gears would be a streaming game. But as of right now, Microsoft's been an amazing partner for us.
Okay, so nothing in the pipeline for Gears with Sony 4.
No, not anytime soon.
I hear just from your tweets that you're pretty big into Elder Scrolls.
Yes.
And I was wondering because I didn't get a chance to see on the red carpet. Could you do a dragon shot for us?
Foos. And I thought it was boosh for a while. That's my favorite thing in that game is to walk up to just a beautiful dinner set up with all of these cheeses and wines and plates and just be like, foos, and just send it all flying. It's like, that's what I think of your dinner. How do you like that? Yeah, it's my game, probably my favorite game, and I'd say the last 5 to 10 years.
What are you looking forward to next year?
BioShock. Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. And if I'm missing that trailer right now, I'm going to kill all of you.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Okay, good.
It's Blizzard.
Cool. Just Blizzard. Cool. Okay. Cool. Anything else, guys? Skyrim. That's my favorite game since the original Zelda.
How many hours have you put in?
I can't find that where it actually says that, and I haven't been counting myself, but I'm level 30, Nord, tank mage, one-handed, and then spells, and I'm starting to get more into conjuration. So, but it's just so good.
Do you and Lauren have your own copies, or you guys share?
Oh no, we don't share that shit.
Thank you.
No, that's lame. No, I have my main set up, and she has her little portable games suitcase nuke next to me, and we just jam. I'm like, you're a fucking werewolf now? What the hell? And she's a little bit further ahead of me, but right now this is quite frankly cutting into my Skyrim time. So we cannot right now. We're still figuring that out. Great. Well, thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna go have grilled cheese and beer.